check out the content on Brandon with a Y and here on NowayitsBrandyn. NowayitsBrandyn, power to the gamer. Rated E for everyone. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You guys know who it is. It's your guy, NowayitsBrandyn, coming at you guys again with another video for today. How are you guys doing, man? You guys doing well? You guys doing great? You guys doing absolutely stupendously fantastic as always, guys. Before we jump into the video, just want to go ahead and throw this out there. Hey, go ahead and check out the new channel membership I have here on NowayitsBrandyn. You guys can get some pretty cool exclusive access to some exclusive emojis that I made for you guys to use, and you guys also get to have some cool channel badges next to your names whenever you comment in the comment section. But that's only if you'd like to join. Like I said, if it's something you want to do, please feel free. If you want to support your boy in that way, that would be super awesome. But hey, if you want to support your boy in a free way, consider checking out my animation channel at Brandon with the Y. But without further ado, guys, we got some pretty easy sponsor contracts for today, so let's go ahead and tackle those. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first sponsor contract we are going to tackle is user-created bike events at the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Complete different user-created bike events. This one is very, very simple. Much like recent videos, you just want to focus on bike events that are really, really short. So try to find events in the lab that are 20 seconds and below, and try to make sure that they're going to be easy for you to complete. And keep in mind, you have to find different bike events, so you cannot play the same event over and over again. So you do have to find 5 separate ones, and be sure to favorite them, be sure to save them, so that way, should you get this same sponsor contract again or something similar, it'll be much easier and much quicker for you to finish them the next time. Now we are going to tackle win big or boss snow events. You guys can play either snow race events or snow tricks events. I always opt in for Red Bull Line Catcher for the most part. So for this one, it is super simple. All you got to do is just load up Red Bull Line Catcher and set the difficulty to standard, so that way it's not that hard to beat the high scores on the top left hand side of the screen. And really, you could beat the whole thing in the first run. This is a 2-run track, so you can definitely send it on the first run, or you could just send it on the first jump of each run, and then you could just ride all the way down to the end. So you do not have to win on expert, on pro, on elite. You can just do this on standard mode. And I'm also using one of my green standard or common default snowboards just to demonstrate to you guys how easy it is to actually win playing on standard. So just make sure that whichever tricks that you do, that you hold it on that first jump, and then maybe do a few more just to really seal the deal on that W, because you cannot settle for top 3, because of course the sponsor contract specifically says to win. But that is all you have to do for this one. Just play this one 3 times in a row on standard. And now let's move on to the next sponsor contract. For the last sponsor contract for this day's rotation, we have win big or boss bike race events. Most of you guys will probably know this by now. I typically go for the Red Bull Holy Bike. And then, by the way, just because we are working with the Red Bull sponsor, that does not mean that you have to play the Red Bull events. You can definitely play any other events that you would like to. The event does not have to match the sponsor or vice versa. I just typically go for this one, but pretty similar deal here. All you have to do is just load up this specific event and play it on standard mode. You can use whichever bike you have at your disposal, but it will always be easier to use whatever fast gear that you have, but it can be done with the standard gear. So just play this one 3 times in a row on standard, get your W, and that's pretty much it for these sponsor contracts for this day's rotation. We have a new rotation of sponsor contracts here, and the first one we are going to tackle is user created air events. So similarly to the previous day, we had the complete different user created bike events. For this one, the same idea. Just focus on the quickest events that you can find and try to find some race events, specifically anywhere, you know, that's below 20 seconds, 15 seconds. Anything quicker is even better. So for these ones, I do also want to mention, like, if you're not good with aerial stuff, you want to find events that are easy for you to complete as well. But yeah, just find 5 different ones and save them. And now let's go ahead and move on. Finish in top 3 in bike race events. You guys probably know the shakedown if you are familiar with me, but in case you are not, I love to play this specific event called Burnt Rubber. It is located in Sequoia, and if for whatever reason you do not have this unlocked, this specific event, go ahead and just keep playing bike race events in general to unlock it, or just substitute it with another one, but just play this event 3 times in a row. It is my favorite because it is the quickest, it is one of the easiest. So for this one, you do not have to win, just get top 3, and that is the quickest way to complete this contract. Burnt Rubber in Sequoia, standard mode, top 3, any bike. You guys got this. For the final sponsor contract for this rotation, we have free roam bike points. Now, I was already in the Sequoia area, so I just went ahead and went back to the starting line for Burnt Rubber, and I'm just going to show you my line for this, but you can do anything. I mean, this is plainly a free roam accumulate point sponsor contract, so you can get points anywhere, but just in case you guys want to do it just like me, this is exactly how I did it. Alright guys, that is going to have to do it for this one. We definitely stomped out these sponsor contracts for today. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. You know, a lot of these are pretty simple. We are in the territory of having pretty repetitive, pretty redundant sponsor contracts, but just in case you happen to be new, I decided to still just play through all of these sponsor contracts, just so that way, you know, for those of you guys that haven't seen previous videos, you guys can still get a pretty good idea as to how to complete these sponsor contracts. But the more earlier videos, they're a lot more in depth, so please feel free to check those out if you guys want a little more explanation for a lot of these sponsor contracts. But just for the sake of, you know, having you guys still play along with me through completing these sponsor contracts, I still decide to play through pretty much every single one, not showing all the footage, but I'm just giving you the gist of it. But anyway guys, like I said, if this is helping you guys out, please feel free to let me know. Leave questions, comments down below regarding Riders Republic, or really anything in general. I welcome your guys' comments. But yeah, feel free to check out my animation channel, like I said, and hey, feel free to subscribe here if you guys would like to. So hopefully, you know, you guys have been getting some great entertainment value or just some edumacation. If you guys can please like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy the content, that would be absolutely stupendously fantastic. As always guys, and as usual, I will see you in the next one, and cue the outro.